This is a recording of this year's Virtual Residency Fair. We'd like to take the time to thank the programs that volunteered their time to present to this year's applicants. This year's PM&R Scholars Virtual Residency Fair is supported by PM&R Recap and Ultrasound Guidance. PM&R Recap is the leading resource for your physiatry board preparation, clinical preparation, audition rotations, and beyond. PM&R Recap offers 35 hours of review videos, hundreds of review questions, and oral board cases to help you become the best physiatrist that you can be. Head to pmnrrecap.com to learn more. Ultrasound Guidance is the innovative new online ultrasound learning platform that gives you instant access to expert instruction. With rapid scans and complete scans of every joint and peripheral nerve, Ultrasound Guidance is the perfect way to jumpstart your MSK ultrasound learning. Visit ultrasoundguidance.com to learn more.
So thank you guys for joining basically this virtual meeting. I'm Dr. Sue and Dr. Raja. Dr. Raja is our interim program director. I am the social program director for Inspira and Rowan University's basically new physical medicine rehabilitation program. So Inspira Health is basically a hospital system in South Jersey. We are basically a hospital system that covers all of underserved area in the Cumberland County and also around the Gloucester County. We have basically over 15 accredited GMD programs, and we're still expanding in terms of Inspira Health. We have over 236 residents, fellows, and we're basically also have 2 fellowships available right now, critical care and obesity, and we just started our new PM&R residency at Inspira Health. Inspira is basically one of the GME's leading industry and curriculums right here. A lot of cutting-edge technology, a great hospital system. There's 3 hospital systems in Inspira, and there's over 1,000 member medical staff and over 7,000 employees in the system. In terms of academic partner right here is part of Rowan University, also Virtual Health. PM&R department started back in 1995 at basically Stratford at Rowan University. Previously we'd be called UMDMJ, but our faculty has been growing. When we started back in 1995, we had a small core of physiatrists right here, but now physiatrists has grown. We have expanded, working also on the second campus too, at Sewell, at part of Rowan Medicine too. We have 7 full-time core faculty, 1 board certified OMM faculty, sports medicine faculty member. We also have board certification as diagnostic, pain medicine. We also have 2 nurse practitioners. We've been teaching at Rowan University orthopedic surgeons, pain medicine, internal medicine, because Rowan University is a big university with have multiple residency programs besides the Inspira Health part of the system. Rowan University, part of Jefferson in the past, also have multiple residents that we rotate in our PM&R department. And also we have a medical school too. In terms of timeline, we started basically talking about having a residency back a long time ago, but we started back in August 2022. And as of January 2023, we got approved for basically having a residency. Our program director right now is Dr. Janora. I am the social program director. Our interim department chair is Dr. Bailey, and our program coordinator is Amy Land. Currently, right now, we are approved right now for 3 residents for our ACG approved program right here at Inspira Health and Rowan University. We also is a Capital program. We do a transition year at Inspira Medical Center. In addition to, we have match 100% of our PGY2s and PGY1s. So currently right now, we have 3 PGY1s and 3 PGY2s in the program.
Sorry about that error, Gil. That's on me, guys. That's supposed to say 1s and 2s.
1s and 2s, okay. In terms of our rotation, this is our general rotation schedule right now we have set up right here. In our PGY2 year, most of the residents are basically doing their inpatient rehab at Encompass Health. Encompass Health is a leading organization that basically has 160 rehabilitation hospitals. Also, Encompass Health has over 20 PM&R programs that have residency programs too. So we have joint venture affiliation with Encompass Health. In addition, during the PGY2 year, they also have electives. They also have outpatient opportunities on the campus too, at the Rowan University or at the Stratford campus at Sewell too. In the PGY3 year right here, they'll still do some inpatient rehab, but they also have opportunities in terms of research. They will have opportunities in musculoskeletal and also opportunities in EMGs. We have basically other volunteer faculties that works in basically sports medicine, which are doing sports medicine, and also musculoskeletal ultrasound too. In our 4th year, in terms of our rotations, our residents will have opportunities at the Children's Hospital right here, where they have 2 months of inpatient Children's Hospital. In addition, they'll basically continue to work on their outpatient clinics, where they'll do OMM sports, and also have opportunities at our electrodiagnostic testing too, in our patients at basically an outpatient clinic.
Okay, so I'm gonna get tagged in here. So with respect to where all of our sites are, this is not a very good drawn out map, a little bit blurry, but we're not getting graded for artistic points here. But what you can see is pretty much southern New Jersey. It kind of spans all across that. The good news is it's very drivable and all within a 20-mile radius. So what you're looking at are 2 main Rowan sites, right? The furthest up north is going to be the Children's Hospital, which is probably about 10 minutes tops from our Rowan Stratford campus, one of the outpatient places where you're going to do EMGs, musculoskeletal medicine. Rowan Sewell, which is between these 2 campuses, about a 20-minute drive. And, I make this frequently because I do teaching at both institutions. And that's also going to be one of the sites for outpatient musculoskeletal medicine, EMGs, teaching, et cetera, those kinds of things. And then we have the Inspira Health locations a little further away. Again, this map doesn't do it justice, but this Inspira Health location, there's Rowan Medicine right here, are really about 10 minutes away. So it's all, very accessible by car. You do need a car, unfortunately. And just to give you guys some context, this site all the way at the furthest west is really about 20 minutes from Philadelphia. So if we do have one resident, I can say, I know somebody's going to ask this question, who is living in the city of Philadelphia, and for them to come all the way here down in Vineland for the inpatient site, it really takes about 30 minutes in the morning and also in the evening. So didactics, right? So this is an educational program. So we do have a half a day of didactics, and this is kind of the foundation that we've got laid out for this year. But I think an important point to keep in mind is, we are a new program, and so we're an evolving program. So one of the key things for us is going to be our first few classes to give us feedback, right? So I can see at least 2 of our residents are here today as to see how well this curriculum is being laid out. So like Dr. Sue mentioned, we have a strong foundation of physiatrists really who've been training for such a long time. We've got new physiatrists, myself, a couple of years out of training. We've got some people who are fresh out of training. So we have a lot of different backgrounds and ideas on how we can make this an excellent educational program for you guys. Something really cool that we're excited about is, our longitudinal curriculum outside of just the routine board review topics, right? So we're talking about other things in medicine that are not emphasized, but really are very important. So things like business of medicine, our professional leadership ethics curriculum, of course, monthly journal club, my favorite musculoskeletal ultrasound, and then, getting residents opportunities to get involved in presenting and polishing up those skills as well. So like Dr. Sue mentioned, we have medical students, and there's a long pedigree with Inspira of the GME for how long it's been established. But we also have an osteopathic medical school that's been around for decades. And so prior to us having this PM&R residency, every single individual within the Rowan department and also Inspira was teaching medical school students. So we have students on their pre-clerkships, first years, second years. We have students on their required rotations at third years, and even elective rotations at fourth years. In addition to that, we have residents really from every single program that you can think of. I mean, these are just the few that have rotated with me in my first year here as an attending. But, we also have others from different departments asking to do elective rotations. Research, we're big on research here. And that's why you guys saw there was dedicated research time. And something that I thought was remarkable, in my time short here, learning that the Neuromusculoskeletal Institute is something that has been a recipient for grants accumulating to over $1 million. And I do think that that's just speaks to the volume of research we do, but also the quality of research we do. And I think that both of those are really awesome opportunities. So benefits. This is the slide I think that everybody gets really excited about. It wasn't too long ago that I was in the seat that you guys are in, and this is what I wanted to know. These are the questions that nobody wants to ask, but we want to know, right? So $1,900 per year for educational funds. We have board review courses. One of my favorites, PM&R Recap, that's given to the residents. I know they're already diving deep into that, and Cucurulo and all the other board review books. Some free conferences, we call them to be conferences that are required, but really it's, we can't make it required unless we pay for it. So this is on the house or on the program. And so this is an excellent opportunity for residents to go learn from some of the surrounding docs, get different perspectives, and also network with individuals from some of the other programs in the surrounding area. So we're going to be sending our residents next month to the spasticity course, and also later this year for the gait analysis course. So with respect to call, there really is none, which I know is a little hard to believe, but that is true. You can certainly ask the residents yourself, and we do think that's one of the best parts of our program. Wellness is big. We are a lifestyle specialty after all. This is PM&R, but also ACGME requires wellness, as you guys probably know. And we take this very, very seriously. So this is actually our most recent meet and greet, which was about, I think it was last week. Good turnout. We had everybody show up, but we're going to make this a routine occurrence, right? I think one of the things that I want you guys to ignore is the pizza. We're going to find some healthier options here. But some of the other things that have been proposed is pickleball. I know that's all the rage. Today was the first time I played. Didn't hurt myself, so that's a win. Rock climbing, we've got some avid rock climbers. And then also lifestyle medicine is really, really big. And we do have a lifestyle medicine interest group of which I am the faculty advisor. And then more, right? Ideas. Like I mentioned, we're an evolving program. So really any idea is a good idea. And if it makes sense, and then we're going to make it happen. And did I mention no call? So that'll contribute to a lot to wellness. So thank you guys for being here. That's short and sweet, but we'll take any questions now.
So I see there's a question. So my name is Dr. Janora. You guys did a great job. Thank you very much. There is a question in the chat in terms of other research opportunities. Thank you, Brandon, for bringing that up. So obviously the Rowan, the NMI works very closely with the other departments at Rowan, and there are multiple interdepartmental programs that are going on. We have had several posters and projects in the past, including OMM on back pain. We've had a program on music medicine and the impact on that made on patients who are receiving interventional procedures, like prior to our Botox injections. Oh, here, let me turn this down. Prior to our Botox injections, did having music medicine impact their ability, their pain levels in their procedures. So we have all of those things that are available. The interesting thing, because we work with our medical students so closely, as some of you may know if you're with us, they have a longitudinal medical scholarship program. So we have some great faculty who work with that. And because we just merged with Virtua, another hospital system, there's also been a huge push towards translational research. So we just had a big meeting last week that combined the basic scientists and the clinical scientists to see what ideas that we could come up with. And I met with two people that had great ideas that were percolating, that I brought back to our department, that we're working on right now. So each of our docs actually has some things going on, and we try and work with all of our folks as well.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off just Dr. Janora, something that you didn't mention is I'm currently involved in 2 active research projects with the Health and Exercise Science Department. I'm one of the preceptors for the athletic training students and their staff. So we work closely with them as well. And we've got 2 IRB approved projects that are ongoing. Well, one of them is in the data analysis phase and the other one is ongoing collecting data. So we're also working with the exercise science faculty to look at some fitness and injury related and just to kind of predispositions to injury and risk factors of that nature.
Right.
And related to be back on Dr. Janora and Dr. Raja in the Encompass Health Center right here in inpatient rehab, we have multiple grants too. We just finished one grant and we're basically going to get a publication from that too. So in terms of inpatient side, we have a lot of grant funding too. On top of most of our students that basically rotated beforehand has at least one publication interested in PM&R. So we have a lot of students, and also now with our new residents can have publications coming from all departments in terms of our PM&R program.
Yeah. I think what has limited us before has been manpower. So I think as a residency grows, our faculty is very excited to be able to do that too. All right, so we have here a couple other questions in terms of rotations available for medical students. Yes, there are. You can contact through Amy Land. She'll get you in touch with Alejandra Ko, who coordinates the medical students at our thing. Are we accepting? Right, so those are 2 questions. Formal mentorship opportunities between residents and faculty. Do you guys want to touch base on that in terms of mentorship? Because you are 2 of our best mentors.
Go ahead, Gil.
No problem. In terms of mentorship program, right now I have 2 solid, great residents with me. So we give them basically provide them from anything from a business standpoint, from a fellowship standpoint, and also research and academic program in terms of basically what their needs are. We basically have so much didactic time and also procedures in terms of like help a mentor in terms of molding what type of future great PM&R doctor they're going to become. So in terms of we're there for them, basically open door policy. Any questions, they'll text me over the weekend. They text me like, like, hey, we're at Philadelphia having a great lunch and dinner right now. Hey, just show me pictures. So in terms of opportunities, there's a lot of opportunities for basically helping the residents out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think,
just
I'm sorry, go ahead, I'll too much.
oh no, sorry, I was going to say I put Amy Land. Actually, I just realized I sent it to just the one person who asked, but I'm going to put Amy Land's email address in the chat for everybody to have that.
Great. Yep. And I think the nice thing is because we're a newer program and a little bit of a smaller program, we're really the one-on-one, like I said, we actually have 8 full-time faculty, soon to be 9. We have 6 core volunteer faculty, and everybody's really committed to teaching. Everybody's super excited. Like I said, we've been doing this a long time with medical students and other residents, and we're super excited to have the PM&R residents. So that mentorship is really there. Someone asked about treating dancers or performers. Rowan actually has a very active performing arts program, the Rowan University, the undergraduate school. So we've not been involved with them yet, but I think if that's an interest, Dr. German actually, who was our former department chair, now currently the interim dean. So he actually had some work in his former life treating some performing arts stuff. So we definitely, if that's something you're interested in, we can definitely facilitate that for you. Okay.
We're about 4 minutes.
Okay, so feedback and changes to the program. Somebody wanted to do that. And virtual didactics, somebody was asking about. Other questions about other things that would go to Amy Land. Anybody that has questions about the specific application would go to Amy Land through Inspira. Okay, let me see here.
In terms of opportunities, right, there's a question on basic opportunities for teaching. We're part of Rowan University, so we have a lot of opportunities. So right now, some of our PM&R residents right now are teaching OMM lectures or helping out with the OMM labs. So there's lots of opportunities for teaching, especially we have so many medical students in our rotation. For example, like I have 3 medical students on top of my 2 residents tomorrow. And sometimes basically we have as much as 7 students in a rotation in one time. So there's lots of opportunities for our residents to teach on top of teaching basically didactics or lectures at part of the university.
Right. So someone asked about feedback and changes to the program. So one of the things actually, when we did our ACGME visit, one of the things they said was about night call. And so it's a night float in the TY year. So we said our PM&R, we designed specifically not to have night call at all or any call, but in the TY year, there was some on call. And one of the, basically you can't have any more, the ACGME, you can't have any more than 20 nights a year. So we took that back to Inspira, and what they did is they took away, even in the TY year, so even in your internship year, there is no actually overnight call. You actually have 4 p.m. to midnight shifts, and they switched that for all of the TY year residents. So that was feedback that we brought, the ACGME gave us and we brought to them. And so instead of their additional night float month, they gave our PM&R residents an extra elective. So that was feedback and highlight. So I will say again that the hospital system has been super supportive of the program, super supportive of PM&R in general. So that's, I think, been really nice for our residents and for us as a faculty. Okay, so someone said that they didn't get back to them about reached out through the portal. So I would say if you contact Amy Land directly. Again, she's on vacation this week, very well deserved because she's amazing. But if you contact her directly, she will pass it on and get to us. And if not, then you can get in touch with one of us and we'll follow up on that. Okay. Any other questions anybody else has, or any other thoughts you guys want to add at the end there?
We're at about 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I heard your 4-minute thing there. So we're used to teaching medical students in small groups, so that the timing is very key for us. Okay.
No, but I do. I appreciate Alex and Tamzid really fielding a lot of these questions. So somebody had asked about sports coverage opportunities.
Right.
Yes, Alex SJ had responded. So we do have one of our deans who has contracted to some high school teams, and she said that she would be fine with our residents rotating with that. But we're also trying to develop some other opportunities, specifically with Special Olympics and adaptive sports. Somebody had a specific question about that. Somebody asked about osteopathic applicants to have both USMLE and COMLEX. No, I think that we've in the past taken both, and we've been able to interpret both really, really well. Obviously, we're an osteopathic institution for a long time, so we're familiar with the COMLEX, excuse me. but USMLE as well is just fine.
Yeah, so
Right.
you don't have to take, you guys don't have to like take both,
No.
it's up to you guys, what do you guys want to do? We take complex with no problems. We also have, allopathic, basically students that apply to us, so we take USMLE too, so we take both. If you take both, it's up to you, but we know complex really well. We're a DO school, so that's no problem, so if you're a DO or MD, there'll be no issues applying to our residency program.
Great. Okay. All right, thanks, guys. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to get in touch with us or to go through Amy Land. She's amazing. She's been doing this a long time. She's been great. I was going to say Tamzeed or Alex, do you guys have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I'll just throw in my 2 cents. Hey guys, I'm Tamzeed. I'm one of the PGY2s here, and it's only been a month since I've started this program, but I feel so grateful to be here. Everyone here was extremely nice. I'm working with Dr. Gilbert Sue on my inpatient rotations, and he's like the mentor I wish I've always had. Like, we'll talk about not only like the medical aspect of PM&R, but things about the business aspect, research, how to have a great work-life balance. So definitely getting a lot of mentorship and teaching over here.
I think that is time for us. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate taking the time to present your awesome program. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thank you,
Thanks for the
guys.
opportunity. Good luck,
Bye.
everybody.